Hello, students. Good morning. Uh, Today we will learn about textbook analysis. In our previous videos, we have learned something about the concept of curriculum, its meaning. Then we have seen the difference between curriculum and syllabus. In the next video, in the second video, we have seen what are the principles of curriculum construction. In our third video, we have seen what are the various approaches of curriculum organization. In this video, we will be learning something about the textbook analysis. You know very well that to analyze a textbook, we need a criteria. A criteria is a principle or standard by which something may be judged or decided. So, by following certain criteria, we can analyze the textbook. By setting certain parameters, we can analyze a textbook. So, in other way, when we are analyzing the textbook, we are also checking the curriculum part of it. So, you know very well that physical makeup of the textbook matters at primary levels. So, when we are analyzing a textbook, one of the aspects to look into it is physical makeup. So, we have to check whether the book meant for the children is attractive or not. Is it easy to carry or not? Then what about the bound? Then is the title clear or not? All these things matter. The second component of textbook analysis is content. In content, first thing is you have to check the general details. Whether the textbook provides index, are there instructions for the teachers and students? Is it providing glossary? Is it providing methods of assessment? And so on. The next aspect of content is scope and sequence. So, good textbook should follow standard scope and content arranged should be sequential in units, topics, and subtopics to make the concept comprehensible and easy. The next one is content accuracy. A good textbook should provide accurate content without any factual errors or bias. Then comes instructional design. A good textbook should have good instructional material, reflective spots to pause and think, various learning activities to enhance learning, and content to recapitulate so that the students get engaged in active learning. The next aspect of content in textbook analysis is text clarity. The textbook should be very clear, the structure should be clear, the concept should be coherent, there should be gradual progression of the concept in content matter. Next, visual clarity. Visual clarity stands for clarity in pictures, illustrations, graphs, and whatever images you provide in your content. So, visuals which you present to the students should not confuse and hinder the process of learning. The resolution of the image should be compatible with current devices. The next one is inclusive design and accessibility. It means the textbooks which we have will definitely cater to the needs of diverse learners. There is diversity in culture, gender, ethnicity, age, disability, sexual orientation, education, religion, and so on. Hence, the textbook should cater to the needs of all types of diversified learners. It should adopt inclusive policy. The next aspect is additional material. A good textbook should give some additional material for the students to refer to, like having the web links, references, glossary, and so on. The next components of textbook analysis are guidance to the non-native teachers. A good textbook definitely gives guidelines and guidance to the non-native speakers, especially in languages like English. The students can be of two types. One, studying English as a language, and another category of the students who are learning other subjects in English medium. Hence, there should be proper guidance for non-native speakers. The next aspect is multilingual setting. A textbook must suit multilingual settings. That means it should give clear instructions to the students of various kinds. And even a good textbook constructor keeps in mind the socio-cultural environments of the students and includes the vocabulary and syntax accordingly. The last part of textbook analysis is the language aspect. The language of a textbook should be clear, comprehensible, need-based, upon the mental ability of the students, and even it should have the socio-cultural basis to inculcate the use of formal language. So in this way, to analyze the textbook, there are different parameters. So when we want to analyze a textbook, all these points should be kept in mind and accordingly see the efficacy of the textbooks, quality of the textbooks. Thank you. Thank you. One and all.